Victor Galvan. Yeah. 24/7 mindset. Yeah. 24/7 mindset. Let's go. 24/7 mindset.
Did that make sense for you?
It did a little bit.
A little bit. Why? Tell me why.
Well, because a lot of people will want to retire. You see what I'm saying? Like some people don't like what they do, like you're saying.
And they just waiting for 62, 63.
Believe it or not, I
and
would
they
say
get the bad news right there that when they're gonna get a check for $900,
Yeah,
and then if they collect that they had some type of 401k, they may get another 600 to 1,000. So that's what 1,900. And then because you did this, you was a great employer working 35 years. Somebody took care of you and give you another $300. That's the only reason you're at 2,200, 2,300.
Yeah.
That's if you do that job.
Yeah. I know, but I'm just telling you, but some people don't love what they do and they can't wait to retire. You know a lot of people like that.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's probably 70% of the people in America doesn't love their job.
Yeah. Yep.
They're in a job that they have to do it because they need money.
Exactly.
They need to provide for their family.
Yep.
But it goes back. If they're working in a job that they don't like, let's make it fucking fun, you know. Do a good job. Get yourself to get paid more and invest into what you love. Whatever was the thing that you wanted to do, invest it somewhere over there, right?
Yeah, whatever your passion was, or your. Sometimes people have hobbies that make money too. You know. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. What do you? I see some about small expenses. So you think small expenses make people poor?
Small expenses is the ones that kill you. Is the ones that get you in so much trouble, in so much chaos, in so much drama, everything. I just don't know how to say it, but those are the ones that kill you. The ones that you stop at the store and get this. There's no problem stopping at the store and getting a Gatorade or a chips or whatever. It's just the plan and the discipline that you don't form in yourself. Mm-hmm. Because if you can stop and buy, $5, $6 worth of chips, Gatorade, coffee, or whatever, it's a problem with you automatically. But for a lot of Americans, a lot of us, those are the ones that kill you. Mm-hmm. Because you're not management. Because, $3, let me get a Starbucks coffee. $4, no problem. And then... At
the end of the week, it all adds up.
Oh, yeah.
It all adds up. I tell my wife that all the time, man. She does the math. You ready for this one? Starbucks, it's expensive coffee. Mm-hmm. So she buys coffee for her mom, my oldest son. And how much those coffees, like a large coffee, one large coffee?
What you just described is probably about $18.
All right, so $18 sometimes twice a day. In the morning,
so $36.
So $36. Now times that every day for a week.
Exactly. So the question is, how are those credit cards? Probably to the max.
You hear me, honey? Put this on there. I want her because she watches it. Hey, enough with the damn Starbucks. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Enough with you. You got to fucking bring money so she can spend it.
No, I don't want.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't drink coffee.
I don't care, but she drinks it.
Yeah.
She loves it, so you bring the fucking money so she can spend it.
She makes her money to take care of her own coffee habits.
Okay, so don't complain, honey. Don't complain about honey.
I'm complaining. You got my son addicted to coffee.
Yeah, so that's the problem. The discipline that you create. If you don't have that discipline, go for more money so you can afford all these little inconsistencies in your spending. Because you know what? There's another one that everybody creates apps and become millionaires trying to fix everybody's problem. Oh, are you signed in with Google? Are you signed in with YouTube? Are you with Netflix? We tell you who you sign in with and who you spending $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. We tell you how to get rid of them when you can. They give you apps for that. You pay somebody to tell you where you are. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And those people are millionaires because there's a lot of little spending
Those
habits,
are people
whatever.
taking advantage of unerganized people. That's what that is.
And that's the ones that kill you. The
Yeah.
little things is what kills people.
Yeah. Oh, I believe that totally. Let me ask you a question. Do you teach your kids about finances, and why do you teach them about finances?
100%. I believe that you don't have to wait until you get old for somebody to push you to do something that is going to get you in trouble, that you're going to learn how to do your financials. So I believe that we as parents, we're responsible from day one, because God gave you your kids so you can prepare them in life for him, for knowledge, to be better, to stay better. So when you don't teach them from little, they're going to have problems later when they leave you at 18. And that's what you're going to take that for the rest of your time, because you didn't did a good job for your kid to be okay. It doesn't matter if it's religion or if it's money. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to teach them both, right? Mm-hmm. So I teach my kids was yes and was no from maybe 1 month to 2 years, to make sure they understand what yes and what no. There's no babies. There's no, let me see, there's no, nothing like that. Because even the Bible say, God would puke people is warm. Either you have to be cold or you have to be hot. So I teach them that. And then I teach them about God, religion, to make sure they engrave that they believe that there's somebody over there that exists, from 2 to about 5 or 6. And then money. I teach them, go after the money. Don't care if people look at you like you're greedy, like you're going to run over people going after money. Don't worry about that. They're going to think you don't believe in God. None of that. I already teach you that. You already got God in your heart automatically. Just concentrate on the money. And why money is because I'm struggling so much to go after the big money that I want to go, because I did not have no education on money. And we as parents, we play a game. We're so stupid. We have our kids next to us, and we don't talk to them sometimes. We let them do whatever they fucking want to do. Mm-hmm. And now that we're a little bit older, that we understand somehow how money works, at least bring it to their attention so they can start seeing it. So I've been talking to my kids. I give them probably about 3 to 4 classes a month about money, about how money works, how to add value to things that you can get that money, why Apple is more valuable based on the words than Samsung. And they're both the same thing. It's just how do you put the things together. So I give them classes about all that, how everything works around what you say. And your actions are the ones that are going to bring you the money. So I do exercises about how much they get paid, because I really pay my kids. Since little, they do everything I tell them to do based on their contract. And the reason I do that, because part of that contract, also they got to pay me. They got to pay me $50 a week. So I'm not saying that I force them so they can learn to pay early. I'm forcing so they can identify right now that at one point you got to do something, but what is that something? What is that feeling when you don't have no freaking money? So that's why it's so hard for these kids when they grow to go after money. And they end up doing what we talked 2 minutes ago about in a freaking job that they don't want to do because they don't have no knowledge, no vision of what they want to do, and nobody told them. Nobody told them anything. Mm-hmm. So they just go and do their career, come back out of their career. They got to go work here until they can get an opportunity to their career. They get locked. they get locked in the rat race, like Robert Kiyosaki say, they get locked in the rat race, they get used to that check, and then they get tired, they go back home, and they create the story of the one I tell you that in one day I told you your whole life. So it's very important to talk to your kids about money. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go to the next question probably about how do I do it with my kids?
No, the next question is how do you handle unforeseen expenses? You're going through your routine, all of a sudden, boom, your car breaks down, your transmission's gone.
Yeah. So that's part of this. So the unforeseen expenses is when you get that bonus, right? Mm-hmm. You get that bonus. You didn't count with that. You didn't know if it was going to come. You did a great job, but you still unconsciously did not know that the whole amount is going to.
Yeah.
So what is the first thing somebody thinking?
They got a bonus?
Yeah, what is the first thing they're going to...
I'm going to buy myself something nice.
No, let me put some wheels on the truck, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So now, some guys will put that, some speakers, whatever. Yeah. All depends on your level or where you at in your life. If you're single, you're married, or whatever. So you're going to do that. But we're just throwing the sample if you're single, right? So you're going to go and put these nice wheels, 22s with high tires and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You're going to put a lift kit on your truck. You're going to do all this stuff. And what is that going to do? It's going to create so many problems on your suspension and all that stuff. And guess what? Next year, you don't get the fucking bonus. Your salary is not going to pay for those unforeseen things that you created.
Yes.
You created.
Yep.
Because now your brakes, now your suspension, now your jacks, now it creates all these problems. Now the truck has zero warranty. We're just thinking there's a new truck. Now you take it to the dealer. Hey, this is all fucked. Oh, you put a lift kit. Oh, we don't warranty that.
Void warranty.
Yeah, automatically. So that's how you get in trouble. And it's you. Mm-hmm. So when you plan yourself, when you plan your life and really identify, okay, what is this going to do to me? And I know you're not going to have a mentor right there, but, man, come on, man. The truck comes, the way it comes is for a reason. Don't fucking change anything, period. Mm-hmm. So automatically that's your sign, right? If you don't got a mentor, because if you had a mentor, the first thing he's going to say, no, you're not going to do that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he doesn't need to explain to you why.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Save money. Mm-hmm. Put it away. Right?
No.
Put your bonus away?
No.
What do you do with your bonus? Invest it?
Yeah, put it back
into
something.
You know what? That's my next question then.
Yeah.
What are some smart investments that you can make for a beginner?
Yeah, like your bonus, man. You just put it back in something that there's a lot of companies, a lot of people out there crushing it, killing it. That you believe in them. Come on, give it to them. Give it to them to put it to invest for you. Listen, these people know what to do with your money. Mm-hmm. Your friends, they don't know. Don't fucking give it to them. You're done. You ain't going to see it back, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people you can invest. I bet you somebody comes to me, like Alfredo can probably come to me and say, hey, boss, I got my $40,000 bonus. How can I invest it? Can I put it back into your company or something? I'm like, I don't know, Alfredo, let me figure out. And I will come back with a plan and say, Alfredo, maybe you put it here. You can get this much money back, and then your money can be warranty that you're not going to lose if something happened to this company. But I can do that because it'll help another small startup, to push faster for a process or a system or something. Or I got to bring a software that costs $40,000-$80,000. I'm just throwing things out there, But if you go to somebody, go to your boss, they'll be able to guide you. The last thing is that the last thing they're going to do is not help you. And the reason why is, like, if you're a good guy, he's going to take your money. He's going to invest it. The last thing he's going to do is fuck around with your money because you're a good guy. He doesn't want you to leave. He lose more. $40,000? He ain't going to do nothing stupid.
Yeah. Last question. How are some effective ways to invest, save, and spend money?
That's the last question?
Yeah, I wanted to talk because I remember you were talking to me about.
So that's part of the investment plan that I do with my kids.
Yeah, explain that one because this is good right here.
Yeah, so guys, I for almost 6 years now, what I teach my kids is an old Jewish way called
Tithing.
Tithing,
Yep.
whatever.
Also known as 5 boxes. Yep.
100%. So there's 5 boxes, and those 5 boxes is to help you identify what's priority, right? So my kids, I've been teaching them this game, this way of being wealthy, and it's a process. You with this, as a young age, you learn to do a financial statement, which probably 90% of Americans doesn't know how to do a financial statement. But when you do this process, so box number 1 is you donate your church. That's 10%. Box number 2 is pay yourself, because you have to pay yourself. Mm-hmm. And then box number 3 is give. And then $100 you have to pay yourself.
Yep.
$100 you have to give.
Yep.
That doesn't mean church. This one, you can talk about it. You can brag with this one because you've given.
Yeah.
People don't know. People call you bragging because, oh, this motherfucker helped church, but he's bragging. No, I already give my 10% to church.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about that one.
Yeah.
This one is for me, to my advantage,
Yeah.
for me to take something from you, because you got something that I may want.
Yep.
So I want to go, hey, Jose, hey, I see that you were struggling a little bit. Here's $100, and here's $100,
Yeah.
and here's $100.
Yeah.
And then one day you find out that I love your red Jordan shoes, and you're gonna say, "Fuck, this motherfucker's been helping me all the time." So what is Tabito's gonna do? He's gonna say, "Hey, Victor, I know you want my shoes. Here it is." I'm like, "How much is it?" And you'd be like, "No, nothing, man. Take them, free, right?" But if I didn't give you the 100 and 100, and I didn't create that connection, I go after your shoes. Your shoes are the most valuable part of your life for you, right? Your red Jordan. If I come at the beginning, I say, hey, Tabito, I love your shoes. I pay you $1,000. You're like, no, they're not for sale. That's the difference. That's how you get the money to work for you.
That's the 10% give right there.
That's the 10% give when you helping the local communities. When you gotta advertise that shit. You're not advertising the church. You're advertising the give.
So $1,000, $300 gone.
100%.
10% to church, 10% pay yourself, 10% to give.
And the reason 10% pay yourself first is because you don't want to wait at the end. So let me go to the next box.
Go ahead.
The next box is 20% invest.
Okay.
So church, pay yourself, give, so you can get back, and 20% invest.
Yep.
So you're doing everything right there.
Yep.
So now, I told my kids, you got to live on 50%. I think 50% is too much. Or you're not making enough. But imagine you're making billions. You're spending 50%, that's too much. That's why I say too much.
Yeah.
So if you got to live on 50% because you ain't making enough, bro, fucking step up on your game and go after a lot of money. So I've been teaching them. So in that process, it's so beautiful because now they got to take notes. They're $1,000. They got to say, okay, 10% to church. They got to put it on the list. What day they got it? What day they put it in the basket when they go to church? Okay, 10% when I pay myself. Okay, I got 10%. Okay, I got this much money. Okay, so you write it down because that 10% that you pay yourself, you may want to use it as investment. So in that note, you put that you took that money this day to invest back in the investment box, and you got to put where you invested. So you keep track of everything. So every box has a little note and a little pencil that you got to track. So now who you give the money. So who you give the money, you got to keep tracking why you gave it to them. So you got to identify what that person has that you need. It may be smart. It may be a good accountant working for somebody. So you helping him. So later when you offer him a job, you want him on your side. That's what you're doing with that. So you got to put why you impacting that organization that is that has a lot of belief by this person that you want. That he's the president or something. You just gotta impact this guy so much that he respect you, that he got a lot of belief on you. So when you go after him, he comes automatically.
That 10% can also be savings too, correct? that instead of investing, you can also save
pay
too.
yourself.
Yes,
That's your savings.
That's your
but,
savings.
But
Yeah.
you don't wanna save.
Well, I'm just saying, but that could be somebody who might want to save for something.
Yeah.
You know, so 10% church, or whatever religion you're in. 10% pay yourself, savings or invest. 10% give, which is either give to somebody that needs it, give to somebody, you know, in a charitable way, not through church, but like just giving the money out, you know, to something that could help you in the future. And then 20% is investing into what, stocks and
Whatever you believe, man.
whatever your belief is. And now there's
so
50 more percent left over. Go ahead.
Yeah, the 50% left over is for you to spend. That's
Spend.
what you gotta use for your
The
car,
bills, everything.
for your bills, for your house, for whatever it is.
And whenever something's left over, you can go back to those other jars and
There's not gonna be no money left over because your mind is designed to fucking spend it.
okay, yeah.
So, but at least it's designed to save, to give, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
And I can tell you how my kids are doing it. They're so fucking smart, man. They grab their money in their pocket, and sometimes they go to mom's wallet, take all the cash, take all the fucking cards, and put them, hide them somewhere. They know they're going to the mall, and guess what? Mom is gonna buy something, and guess what? She doesn't got the money. Now the kid's like, Mom, my investment right here, I can let you borrow for 5%. Now they're negotiating with mom. So mom learned to identify before she leaves the house. She's got to make sure she got everything, because the kids was getting smart to push mom to borrow money with a percentage. So we got to the point that I told Yolanda, I'm like, Yolanda, when you gonna fucking pay these kids? They come to me every day, and this needs to stop. Oh, it's just that, I'm like, no. Where's your box? Where's your discipline? Why they complaining to me? You need to pay them back. And then when I see in interest, she was paying like Sebastian like $300, like Brianna like $200, and I think she also did it on purpose so they can learn. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I gotta ask that question. But that's what I saw, that the kids was doing that. And then Sophia started selling chocolates, and they're like, "There's no fucking investment in buying a box of chocolates, selling for $1. I'm not making no money. I'm struggling over there." But at least she got the touch of knocking the door and say, "Hey, you want to buy a chocolate?" And I'm like, "Sophie, just raise it to $1.50." And she's like, "Dad, but nobody has change." I'm like, "You fucking bring the change. Mm-hmm. You make it them to spend it." I know there's a lot of cheap people, right? That for 50 cents they're not gonna buy at the bar, right? But I'm like, you just gotta negotiate with that. You gotta deal with that. So then Sebastian go to the school. And he's like, "Hey, I learned this process. I told you that process the other day. I learned this process, that we can invest. I don't got no money right now." I think he was testing. So this fucking kid invest in candy, a sour candy in the school. Mm-hmm. So, and then I get a call. Sebastian was bringing like $50 a week home, and I'm like, "Sebastian, what the fuck are you doing? You selling drugs at 13 years old. What are you doing? How are you bringing all this money?" Yeah. He's like, "Dad, me and my friend, this is what we're doing." He's making like $200 and stuff like that. And I'm like, "That's fine. But I need to check with your friend." And then I get a call from the school. "Hey, your kid's over here selling candy. You're not supposed to do that based on this note, based on this. They need to stop, and we're going to put in your kid in a behavior group where we're going to watch her." I'm like, "So you're going to put him where?" That's because he was investing? He was making deals about candy? "Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, "Why?" You have to talk to the principal." I'm like, I maybe I'm stupid. I need to understand why. They're kids, but if they had that passion, I need to know. And they're like, "Oh, we let the principal call you." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'm waiting for that call." That fucking call never came in. I got a call from the assistant, and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to put your kid in a behavior class. We're going to forgive him and all this shit." And now Sebastian, but he cannot sell no more. And guess what? They brought a machine, they put the candy, and the school is selling the candy now. Yeah. What's the fucking difference?
Yeah, exactly. It's messed up.
So the kids was collecting money. So Sebastian was the seller for this fucking kid, this rich kid that
the school saw a demand for the candy, yeah. And so they were like, "We're going to supply the kids with the candy instead of the kids supplying themselves with the candy."
100%. But that's what these boxes create. That's what you create in your kids when you talk to them about money. Because what I used to do, I probably steal, right? Back then, I don't fucking know how to get money. I fucking figure out how to take a phone and sell it back then or whatever. I don't know what I did. And if I probably start thinking, I probably stole something to be able to get money. Because I did not know that money was very easy to get if you got the right person guiding you. Mm-hmm. Because Sebastian it's not going to be hard for him to go after the money later, same as Brian and Sophia. But you know that's what you create. And I have videos, and then actually the videos never made it because that's part of the movie. Because I always talk about that I can be successful in my own right, and everybody call it the American dream, but it will never be the American dream until I pass it down to my kids, that my kids can overpass what I did, and now it becomes an American dream, right? I always talk about that, but that's coming on the movie. I don't want to give too many details. Mm-hmm. And then when your kids pass your kids, that when it start becoming a legacy for the world, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's what these boxes create. A lot of problems, a lot of confusion, right? And over there for people that don't know, but for me, I love it. I will like Sebastian get more often in trouble. Yeah. Fuck it, let's go.
Well, I mean, it's an old Jewish method. Okay, so that's it for today. We're talking about money. I hope you guys learned something today. Thank you for watching another episode of 24/7 Mindset with Victor Galvan. I'm Jose Cruz. And Victor, is there anything you want to say before we leave?
Guys, it's important to identify and go after the money. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not possible, because everything is possible. You got the right mindset, you can make it anywhere in the world. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you again, guys.